Everybody knows the Civic is a good car. It was our job to remind people that it's a driver's car. So we created the Civic Project, actual locations that drivers could visit and experience in person. Part participatory art project, part engineering experiment, part driving playground.
Here's the idea. You know, when you're driving along the road and you go off to the side and you hit a rumble strip to wake you up, what if we were able to change those tones into notes and then spread those notes across the lane of a freeway so that when someone drove down the road, it would play a song? We're thinking of the William Tell Overture. We've been able to calculate the spectrum of spacings that we need for all of the different notes in our song. Let's drive this thing and see what it sounds like.
The voice you just heard belongs to KK Barrett, an LA-based production designer. Our director, Lance Accord, also an LA resident, well, Malibu technically, introduced KK as the ideal art director to pull this stunt off. Not only is KK an accomplished production designer, but he also terrorized the Sunset Strip for much of the 70s with his punk band, The Screamers. KK and Lance were only two members, albeit two integral members, of our LA-based crew who had just finished working on Spike Jonze's Where the Wild Things Are. After months of research, prototypes, and tests, along with the considerable talents of LA-based Honda Motor Company, an LA musician, and an LA mathematician, we crossed our fingers and started carving grooves into a quarter-mile stretch of road in Lancaster, California, just outside of Los Angeles. Once it was finished, we opened the road to the public. Within days, and without us releasing any communication, the road had taken on a life of its own and had become a cultural happening. Independent YouTube postings alone received over 2 million hits. The first news outlets to discover the musical road were the local Los Angeles TV stations, followed shortly by an LA Times article. And because LA is the cultural center of the most exciting new trends in art, fashion, music, and advertising, stories about the musical road appeared in newspapers across the country. There was even a front-page article in the Wall Street Journal, and it was featured on NPR twice. For our part, we produced 5 webisodes documenting the making of the road, branded interactive content designed to run specifically during NBC.com broadcasts, TV spots, a print ad, web banners, and an online game that allowed people to build their own musical road. In the end, we were just happy it worked, with the realization it could happen only in LA.